Welcome to the Bible in a Year reading plan. Together we will read through the entire Bible. A portion from the Old Testament, New Testament, Psalms and Proverbs every day. Today's reading is in the video image. Read along, listen daily, and grow in the Word. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay on track with us daily. And you can always go back to previous videos if you miss any days. Exodus 25. 1 The Lord said to Moses, "To tell the Israelites to bring me an offering. You are to receive the offering for me from everyone whose heart prompts them to give. 3 These are the offerings you are to receive from them: gold, silver, and bronze, for blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and fine linen, goat hair, 5 ram skins dyed red and another type of durable leather, acacia wood, 6 olive oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil and for the fragrant incense, 7 onyx stones and other gems to be mounted on the ephod and breastpiece. 8 Then have them make a sanctuary for me, and I will dwell among them. 9 Make this tabernacle and all its furnishings exactly like the pattern I will show you. The ark. 10 Have them make an ark of acacia wood, 2.5 cubits long, 1.5 cubits wide, and 1.5 cubits high. 11 Overlay it with pure gold, both inside and out, and make a gold molding around it. 12 Cast 4 gold rings for it and fasten them to its 4 feet, with 2 rings on one side and 2 rings on the other. 13 Then make poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. 14 Insert the poles into the rings on the sides of the ark to carry it. 15 The poles are to remain in the rings of this ark. They are not to be removed. 16 Then put in the ark the tablets of the covenant law, which I will give you. 17 Make an atonement cover of pure gold, 2.5 cubits long and 1.5 cubits wide. 18 And make 2 cherubim out of hammered gold at the ends of the cover. 19 Make 1 cherub on one end and the second cherub on the other. Make the cherubim of one piece with the cover at the 2 ends. 20 The cherubim are to have their wings spread upward, overshadowing the cover with them. The cherubim are to face each other, looking toward the cover. 21 Place the cover on top of the ark and put in the ark the tablets of the covenant law that I will give you. 22 There, above the cover between the 2 cherubim that are over the ark of the covenant law, I will meet with you and give you all my commands for the Israelites. The table. 23 Make a table of acacia wood, 2 cubits long, 1 cubit wide and 1.5 cubits high. 24 Overlay it with pure gold and make a gold molding around it. 25 Also make around it a rim a handbreadth wide and put a gold molding on the rim. 26 Make 4 gold rings for the table and fasten them to the 4 corners, where the 4 legs are. 27 The rings are to be close to the rim to hold the poles used in carrying the table. 28 Make the poles of acacia wood, overlay them with gold and carry the table with them. 29 And make its plates and dishes of pure gold, as well as its pitchers and bowls for the pouring out of offerings. 30 Put the bread of the presence on this table to be before me at all times. The lampstand. 31 Make a lampstand of pure gold. Hammer out its base and shaft, and make its flower-like cups, buds and blossoms of one piece with them. 32 6 branches are to extend from the sides of the lampstand, 3 on one side and 3 on the other. 33 3 cups shaped like almond flowers with buds and blossoms are to be on one branch, 3 on the next branch, and the same for all 6 branches extending from the lampstand. 34 And on the lampstand there are to be 4 cups shaped like almond flowers with buds and blossoms. 35 1 bud shall be under the first pair of branches extending from the lampstand, a second bud under the second pair, and a third bud under the third pair. 6 branches in all. 36 The buds and branches shall all be of one piece with the lampstand, hammered out of pure gold. 37 Then make it 7 lamps and set them up on it so that they light the space in front of it. 38 Its wick trimmers and trays are to be of pure gold. 39 A talent of pure gold is to be used for the lampstand and all these accessories. 40 C That you make them according to the pattern shown you on the mountain. Exodus 26. 1 Make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of finely twisted linen and blue, purple and scarlet yarn, with cherubim woven into them by a skilled worker. 2 All the curtains are to be the same size, 28 cubits long and 4 cubits wide. 3 Join 5 of the curtains together, and do the same with the other 5. 4 Make loops of blue material along the edge of the end curtain in one set, and do the same with the end curtain in the other set. 5 Make 50 loops on one curtain and 50 loops on the end curtain of the other set, with the loops opposite each other. 6 Then make 50 gold clasps and use them to fasten the curtains together so that the tabernacle is a unit. 7 Make curtains of goat hair for the tent over the tabernacle, 11 altogether. 8 All 11 curtains are to be the same size, 30 cubits long and 4 cubits wide. 9 Join 5 of the curtains together into one set and the other 6 into another set. Fold the sixth curtain double at the front of the tent. 10 Make 50 loops along the edge of the end curtain in one set and also along the edge of the end curtain in the other set. 11 Then make 50 bronze clasps and put them in the loops to fasten the tent together as a unit. 12 As for the additional length of the tent curtains, the half curtain that is left over is to hang down at the rear of the tabernacle. 13 The tent curtains will be a cubit longer on both sides. What is left will hang over the sides of the tabernacle so as to cover it. 14 Make for the tent a covering of ram skins dyed red, and over that a covering of the other durable leather. 15 Make upright frames of acacia wood for the tabernacle. 16 Each frame is to be 10 cubits long and a cubit and a half wide. 17 With 2 projections set parallel to each other. Make all the frames of the tabernacle in this way. 18 Make 20 frames for the south side of the tabernacle. 19 And make 40 silver bases to go under them, 2 bases for each frame, 1 under each projection. 20 For the other side, the north side of the tabernacle, make 20 frames. 21 And 40 silver bases, 2 under each frame. 22 Make 6 frames for the far end, that is, the west end of the tabernacle. 23 And make 2 frames for the corners at the far end. 24 At these 2 corners they must be double from the bottom all the way to the top and fitted into a single ring. Both shall be like that. 25 So there will be 8 frames and 16 silver bases, 2 under each frame. 26 Also make crossbars of acacia wood, 5 for the frames on one side of the tabernacle. 27 5 for those on the other side, and 5 for the frames on the west, at the far end of the tabernacle. 28 The center crossbar is to extend from end to end at the middle of the frames. 29 Overlay the frames with gold and make gold rings to hold the crossbars. Also overlay the crossbars with gold. 30 Set up the tabernacle according to the plan shown you on the mountain. 31 Make a curtain of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and finely twisted linen, with cherubim woven into it by a skilled worker. 32 Hang it with gold hooks on 4 posts of acacia wood overlaid with gold and standing on 4 silver bases. 33 Hang the curtain from the clasps, and place the Ark of the Covenant law behind the curtain. The curtain will separate the holy place from the most holy place. 34 Put the atonement cover on the Ark of the Covenant law in the most holy place. 35 Place the table outside the curtain on the north side of the tabernacle and put the lampstand opposite it on the south side. 36 For the entrance to the tent make a curtain of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and finely twisted linen, the work of an embroiderer. 37 Make gold hooks for this curtain and 5 posts of acacia wood overlaid with gold, and cast 5 bronze bases for them. Matthew 21. 1 As they approached Jerusalem and came to Bethphage on the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent 2 disciples, 2 saying to them, Go to the village ahead of you, and at once you will find a donkey tied there, with her colt by her. Untie them and bring them to me. 3 If anyone says anything to you, say that the Lord needs them, and he will send them right away. For this took place to fulfill what was spoken through the prophet. 5 Say to daughter Zion, See, your king comes to you, gentle and riding on a donkey, and on a colt, the foal of the donkey. 6 The disciples went and did as Jesus had instructed them. 7 They brought the donkey and the colt and placed their cloaks on them for Jesus to sit on. 8 A very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, while others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. 9 The crowds that went ahead of him and those that followed shouted, Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest heaven. 10 When Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred and asked, Who is this? 11 The crowds answered, This is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth in Galilee. Jesus at the temple. 12 Jesus entered the temple courts and drove out all who were buying and selling there. He overturned the tables of the money changers and the benches of those selling doves. 13 It is written, He said to them, My house will be called a house of prayer, but you are making it a den of robbers. 14 The blind and the lame came to him at the temple, and he healed them. 15 But when the chief priests and the teachers of the law saw the wonderful things he did and the children shouting in the temple courts, Hosanna to the Son of David, they were indignant. 16 Do you hear what these children are saying? They asked him. Yes, replied Jesus, have you never read, From the lips of children and infants you, Lord, have called forth your praise? 17 And he left them and went out of the city to Bethany, where he spent the night. Jesus curses a fig tree. 18 Early in the morning, as Jesus was on his way back to the city, he was hungry. 19 Seeing a fig tree by the road, he went up to it but found nothing on it except leaves. Then he said to it, May you never bear fruit again. Immediately the tree withered. 20 When the disciples saw this, they were amazed. How did the fig tree wither so quickly? They asked. 21 Jesus replied, Truly I tell you, if you have faith and do not doubt, not only can you do what was done to the fig tree, but also you can say to this mountain, Go, throw yourself into the sea, and it will be done. 22 If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. Psalm 30. 1 I will exalt you, Lord, for you lifted me out of the depths and did not let my enemies gloat over me. 2 Lord my God, I called to you for help, and you healed me. 3 You, Lord, brought me up from the realm of the dead. You spared me from going down to the pit. 4 Sing the praises of the Lord, you his faithful people, praise his holy name. 5 For his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. 6 When I felt secure, I said, I will never be shaken. 7 Lord, when you favored me, you made my royal mountain stand firm, but when you hid your face, I was dismayed. 8 To you, Lord, I called, to the Lord I cried for mercy. 9 What is gained if I am silenced, if I go down to the pit? Will the dust praise you? Will it proclaim your faithfulness? 10 Hear, Lord, and be merciful to me. Lord, be my help. 11 You turned my wailing into dancing. You removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy. 12 That my heart may sing your praises and not be silent. Lord my God, I will praise you forever. Proverbs 30. 1 The sayings of Agag son of Jakeh, an inspired utterance. This man's utterance to Ithiel, I am weary, God, but I can prevail. 2 Surely I am only a brute, not a man. I do not have human understanding. 3 I have not learned wisdom, nor have I attained to the knowledge of the Holy One. 4 Who has gone up to heaven and come down? Whose hands have gathered up the wind? Who has wrapped up the waters in a cloak? Who has established all the ends of the earth? What is his name, and what is the name of his son? Surely you know. 5 Every word of God is flawless. He is a shield to those who take refuge in him. 6 Do not add to his words, or he will rebuke you and prove you a liar. 7 2 Things I ask of you, Lord, do not refuse me before I die. 8 Keep falsehood and lies far from me. Give me neither poverty nor riches, but give me only my daily bread. 9 Otherwise, I may have too much and disown you and say, Who is the Lord? Or I may become poor and steal, and so dishonor the name of my God. 10 Do not slander a servant to their master, or they will curse you, and you will pay for it. 11 There are those who curse their fathers and do not bless their mothers. 12 Those who are pure in their own eyes and yet are not cleansed of their filth. 13 Those whose eyes are ever so haughty, whose glances are so disdainful. 14 Those whose teeth are swords and whose jaws are set with knives to devour the poor from the earth and the needy from among mankind. 15 The leech has 2 daughters. Give, give, they cry. There are 3 things that are never satisfied, for that never say, enough. 16 The grave, the barren womb, land, which is never satisfied with water, and fire, which never says, enough. 17 The eye that mocks a father, that scorns an aged mother, will be pecked out by the ravens of the valley, will be eaten by the vultures. 18 There are 3 things that are too amazing for me, for that I do not understand. 19 The way of an eagle in the sky, the way of a snake on a rock, the way of a ship on the high seas, and the way of a man with a young woman. 20 This is the way of an adulterous woman. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I've done nothing wrong. 21 Under 3 things the earth trembles, under 4 it cannot bear up. 22 A servant who becomes king, a godless fool who gets plenty to eat. 23 A contemptible woman who gets married, and a servant who displaces her mistress. 24 4 things on earth are small, yet they are extremely wise. 25 Ants are creatures of little strength, yet they store up their food in the summer. 26 Hyraxes are creatures of little power, yet they make their home in the crags. 27 Locusts have no king, yet they advance together in ranks. 28 A lizard can be caught with the hand, yet it is found in kings' palaces. 29 There are 3 things that are stately in their stride, for that move with stately bearing. 30 A lion, mighty among beasts, who retreats before nothing. 31 A strutting rooster, a he-goat, and a king secure against revolt. 32 If you play the fool and exalt yourself, or if you plan evil, clap your hand over your mouth. 33 For as churning cream produces butter, and as twisting the nose produces blood, so stirring up anger produces strife. Thanks for reading with me today. Come back tomorrow as we continue our journey through the Bible. Like and subscribe so you don't miss the next day.